Hey, another day, another contest video.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if this contest is still going, to be honest.
Oh, really? But
this is a guy called...
Anyway.
It's Rob's Black Star Vinyl. He's got to 500 subs. To be honest, I am subbed to him, but I've not watched many of his videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking channels to follow, and most of the channels I watch are the comic book channels, to be honest. But I try and do some support videos and that for contests and that. It might even be over this video. I've seen other people do video entries for it, and it's one of those ones that's too much fucking thinking for me. So that's why I've got him to do it.
I do all the mental stuff.
Mr. Geeky, Mr. Geeky Neeky, who's ranked. He's so fucking geeky about ranking things. Yeah, he's got his underpants in his drawer. Like, you know, these are my favourite pants. These are my second favourite pants, all the way down to his least
not quite
favourite.
That bad.
No, he's not quite that bad. I completely and utterly made that up.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear pants.
Yeah,
Right, so he's going to choose his top 5 singers, his top 5 guitarists, his top 5 bassists, his top 5 drummers, and I'm just going to be here for my good looks.
I could have even done top 5 synth players.
Yeah, you probably could have done.
I never thought of that.
Top 5 triangle players.
Yeah, I mean, I say they're my top 5, but it's so difficult. Like they're 5 of my favourites, but there's many favourites. So let's start with bass, I think. I think my favourite bass player of all time is Steve Harris.
Alright, okay.
I think it has to be from Iron Maiden.
Local boy done good.
Local boy done good.
Leytonstone.
I think a lot of my what I've had of my top 5s on each thing is probably not necessarily like super technical players, but original players.
Right.
I like. Steve Harris is super technical, super fast. He plays notes within notes. Like, yeah, he does. Like, his fingers hit more notes than most people. He's so quick.
Right.
And his bass is... It's funny because in metal sometimes the bass is low. His bass is quite high up. In Iron Maiden mix, but it doesn't take away from the guitar sound. I just love Steve Harris bass playing.
It provides the drive and the impetus of the song.
And he's a top songwriter as well.
The galloping riff, as they kind of describe it as, don't they?
Just insanely good.
Yeah.
Now one of my favourite bassists is from my favourite band of all time, Black Sabbath, is Geezer Butler. Again, when he started, he was a guitar player. So when he joined Sabbath and went on to the bass, he was playing bass a bit. He was soloing a bit like a
so he's using the bass as like a guitar, right.
Yeah, and also like copying Tony's riff to make it extra heavy. You know, just great bass player and good lyricist because he wrote all the lyrics for Sabbath. So he's awesome. Geddy Lee from Rush. Just technically fucking insanely good bass player. It's easy for him. He doesn't even look what he's doing, that guy.
Yeah.
And as well as singing at the same time, you know.
That's fucking crazy. My coordination is shit to be able to fucking sing and fucking play some kind of instrument because you're thinking about what your lyrics are coming up. Plus your hands are just fucking doing their own thing. It's like you got fucking... You must compartmentalize your brain somehow to fucking... This part of the brain's going, I must move my fingers in this correct.
One has to be natural, doesn't it? Because I look at piano players. When they're doing one tune on that hand and another tune on that hand.
Just remembering fuck man.
I
can't even fucking pat my head and rub my belly at the same time. I can. Fuck me. I could become a bassist singer.
I can't very well. Anyway. Yeah, Geddy Lee's amazing. Yeah, I'm going to go Lemmy as one of my favourite.
I was actually thinking Lemmy. For a split second, I was having a shower a little while ago. I was like, I wonder what I would do with my top 5. I got as far as Lemmy, and I went, oh, fuck it, I can't bother thinking anymore.
Again, another guy that played guitar before as a bass player. So when he joined Hawkwind, again, his bass playing is up front, it's all over the place. Because I like Lemmy's bass playing Hawkwind as well, not necessarily just Motorhead.
And it's a driving bass as well, isn't it? And fucking the impetus of the band, a 3-piece especially. I was thinking Lemmy, and the only other one I was thinking of was Ron Royce from fucking Coroner, because we played them recently, so it was in my mind kind of thing.
And the thing with Lemmy, he came out with a totally original sound for his bass when Motorhead started. Basically, he whacked up the fucking distortion, put it through it.
Steve DiGiorgio, he did quite a lot of good bass, a lot of good death metal on that, didn't he?
And thrash and There's loads of fucking good bass players. What can you do? I'm going to put my 5th one. Well, they're not in order, but
just 5 you like.
The kind of legendary Cliff Burton from Metallica. I just think. I mean, I've seen every one of them bass players except Cliff Burton. Obviously, he died. But he didn't need to die to be a legend. He already was really at the time. Just the way he performed on stage, the way his bass was up front, the way he played with the fingers and headbang like crazy, very technical.
I can't believe you
Good
never
songwriter
chose
as well.
Joey DeMeo from Manowar.
Very good bass player, excellent bass player. I can't deny that.
Yeah. Let each note I now play be as a black arrow of death, sent straight to the hearts of all those who play forced metal.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I come over with Manowar on there.
I don't know. So there you go. There's
Yeah.
5. There's many more I can think of. Right, drums.
Yeah.
Drums is my favourite instrument, I think, in a band. I love drums. I wish I could have been a drummer.
You like hitting things.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Trouble is
say.
you haven't got any coordination probably.
No.
I bet.
No.
From not seeing the way you've dropped things on the floor and break things, I would say that lucky you're not a drummer.
Drummers just breaking things. I love it.
No, actually, maybe you should have been a drummer. Actually, think about it. Yeah.
I don't really know if I have a favourite out of that 5, but
Right.
let's go like Sabbath again. We go with Bill Ward.
Right.
Bill Ward was a jazz drummer really before Sabbath. So if you listen to a lot of Sabbath stuff, it's kind of jazzy style drumming, like Ferris.
And his drums do lots of interesting things rather than just being a fucking backing beat to the song.
Yeah.
They have their own fucking voice within the songs, don't they?
And then you get like a track like Sweetly where he just starts fucking going crazy. and The Wizard of the first album, try drumming that as a drummer. It's so fucking difficult. So I love Bill Ward, absolutely brilliant. Nika McBrain, Iron Maiden,
Right,
fucking that guy's, they call him a fucking octopus.
Right.
And he's just unreal. He has these drums up high like that. He has a weird kind of setup, doesn't he, where it's like up high. But he's just insanely good. Like when he come in and they did like Peace of Mind.
Do you think he was better than Clive Burr?
I think technically, yeah. Plus he's a good showman and like, because if you listen to the difference between Number of Beasts and Peace of Mind, like technically is like way ahead, you know.
I've never sort of sat and listened just to concentrate just on the drums.
You can go on YouTube and just isolate some of the stuff, like Where Eagles Dare. And he doesn't really do solos, but I've seen his soloing stuff on YouTube, and he's just unreal. That guy,
Yeah.
brilliant. Another guy that's completely unreal, Neil Peart from Rush. I mean, as well as being like the ultimate song lyric writer, you know, he's just like technically he can do anything. That guy, Neil Peart, and like you know,
Has anyone
obviously,
just died? Has anyone just
yeah,
died?
he just a few years ago now.
was it a few years ago now?
I think it was maybe 2018.
Really?
I can't remember.
Fucking
but
time flies.
It does, yeah. But yeah, I loved him. He's just interesting off-kilter fucking drum stuff, you know, especially in the 70s when they were like a proggy band.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's solo, and these solos are not boring. They're always really interesting, quite groovy, as opposed to it put groove in these solos, and a brilliant lyric writer as well. This one, I love this guy, Finney Appice. He's the brother of Carmen Appice. He called himself Appice, but Finney is Appice.
Right,
It's a bit strange, but Finney is on my favourite album of all time, like Live Evil. This guy's not particularly like super technical, but he has his style, like with the bass drum out there, dun dun dun, like it, and like he do a lot of cymbal work. Someone recently he did drumming for this woman called, you know, the White Crone.
Oh yeah.
He did drumming for her, and she made a good quote about him. She said like nobody does slow drumming like Finn Appice, and it's true. He's really solidly loud as well. But I just love his drumming. I just always have. Obviously Dio, Sabbath, all them bands. Legendary John Bonham's my last drummer there from Led Zeppelin. Just powerful, you know. I like he brought the power to Led Zeppelin, like with really hard fucking drums, you know, and tremendous groove. But he would go crazy as well, and also he had the fastest bloody foot. Jimi Hendrix once said something about him, saying he's got a foot like a fucking rabbit. Yeah. You listen to off the first album, Good Times, Bad Times. You can hear like diddle diddle diddle. That sounds like double bass, but it's all done with his one foot.
Right.
The guy's unreal. So there's my drums.
With my drummer list, I was going to say, for some reason I like drummer singers, so I go with King Fowley from Deceased and that, and also, fuck knows his name now, I've forgotten his name, from Warfare. Fuck it, forgotten his name, even though I'm fucking friends with him on Facebook and
everything.
Yeah, and I do a Warfare fan club page on there as well.
Probably.
Fuck me, I've forgotten his name.
Yeah.
Oh man. Brain fart.
Singer drums, I mean,
I like him.
Roger Taylor from Queen.
Yeah.
The Autopsy drummer.
Yeah, is it
good singer?
Chris Wyford, is it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
God, this video's fucking taking ages.
Yeah.
I thought you just roll off a list and now you're going to go into a fucking epic essay on every single one of them.
It's important to me. Right, guitar. Guitar was hard.
Yeah.
Favourite guitarist of all time by miles, Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath, obviously. The riff master, invented metal, kind of, everything. But the thing I do like about Iommi that people don't talk about actually is his soloing. I really like his sort of bluesy, a lot of emotion behind it, and a lot of jazz as well. I love Tony Iommi's riffs and obviously his soloing. I'm putting these two together as one because they are one.
They're a team.
Yeah. Adrian Smith and Dave Murray from the twin guitar from the 80s.
What's Yannick ever do to you, man?
Huh?
What's Yannick ever
I
done
like Yannick.
I can't believe it. That's just fucking, there's 3 guitarists in a band and you pick 2 of them. That's cruel. That's cruel.
Dennis Stratton from the first album, you could even say, can you?
Yeah.
Now, they're the classic too, and just... And they're very different. Murray is more of a sort of off-the-cuff speed merchant kind of thing, whereas Adrian Smith is more melodic. So you can actually tell a lot of the differences between their solos, and obviously Adrian Smith could write as well a lot of songs. They're just classic fucking solos.
Right.
I'm going to say it anyway.
Yeah, I see you crossed it off. Yeah.
I love the Glenn Tips and KK Down in partnership with Priest. One of the first bands to sort of do the twin guitar thing. Robinson and I forgot, the Thin Lizzy guitarist kind of did it first, but Tips and Downing did it in a more sort of metallic way, Yeah, great solos of each other. Just absolute classic, and they kind of invented the modern style of metal, I would say, them two guitarists. So I'm gonna go Brian May. Just like original sound,
Just because you like his perm.
I love his perm. Good bounce off of it.
Yeah.
But he was a heavy guitarist.
You can stroke it while he's playing.
Boing, boing. Yeah. He kind of come up with this idea of doing soloing with echo. So you'd have him solo, and then a few seconds later the solo would come in, and they'd do it three ways sometimes, and it would all mix into one, and kind of it would harmonise, and just totally original idea. That could go really wrong. But I just love Brian May, and again a great songwriter, totally original sound because he made his guitar. Right. He completely made his guitar from scratch.
Okay,
which is why it's got an original sound. He and his dad made it.
Okay. Well, he's using the same guitar all the time?
All the time.
Yeah, okay.
All the time. I mean, he whips out the odd acoustic for certain things, but
has he got a name? Has he named his guitar?
Yeah, I was just about...
I was going to say, surely you've got to name your guitar if you've made it yourself.
I think it's called something like the Blue Meanie or something. Okay. Like after the Beatles' Yellow Submarine.
Okay.
But
there's a wrestler called Blue Meanie as well.
Yeah, even though the guitar's like red, sort of red. But anyway, I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah. Maybe there's an ironic name calling it Blue Meanie.
But like the wah-wah, whatever.
The whammy bar.
Whammy bar, that's a knitting needle.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, he kind of did it like that. So yeah, awesome stuff. I'm going to go with Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin, just because like he was one of the first people to really start playing heavy on the guitar. You listen to the first album from 1969, Communication Breakdown, fast riffing. And he brought the guitar away from almost just being pure blues and more pop orientated to like being sort of heavy, They don't like being called heavy metal and all that sort of stuff, but he was definitely heavy. And he has his own style as well, like his acoustic stuff. You just know when you hear Jimmy Page, And he's an all-time great writer as well. So Jimmy Page for me. My last one, Dave Gilmour from Pink Floyd. I just love his feel.
Right.
Like very emotional, as well as like obviously writing songs for Pink Floyd. You know, he wasn't really lyric guy, but he was a music guy. Just a lot of emotion and feel. You know, really inventive guy. I love Dave Gilmour. So that's it. There's my guitar.
Right.
My last one, singers. And
Right.
singers is hard. I could add loads of these buggers. I think my favourite singer of all time is Dio, Ronnie James Dio. Sabbath, Rainbow, and obviously solo stuff. Just power. Just kind of operatic, but just so much fucking power behind it. You listen to like early Sabbath and Rainbow, especially Live Evil. I go on about that album a lot, but like it's just fucking so much fucking power, you know.
Yeah.
And for such a guy that's so little, you know. Yeah, in the 70s he was with...
His lung must have taken up half of his body or something.
Honestly, he is just a lung.
Yeah,
you know?
he's just a big blow sack inside him where he got his power from.
It's funny, when he did vocals for Tenacious D film, he actually bust the equipment for being too loud.
Okay. Yeah.
But just such a great, and a good lyricist as well, like very poetic, a lot of fantasy and stuff like that. But yeah, Dio is one of my all-time faves. Have to go with Ozzy, because of Sabbath. I love the early Ozzy Sabbath stuff.
Yeah.
I like the solo stuff as well.
Do you reckon like someone who's singing like Ozzy coming like a new band nowadays, would they be accepted? Would they be like people like, oh, you're rubbish? Because a lot of people say that Ozzy's not that good. You know, a lot of people, he kind of, because he's such an early band and he's got his own style. There's not many people who come around with that same style.
Yeah, no one sounds like Ozzy, and if you do, you're ripping him off.
Yeah,
basically. No, the thing with he wasn't particularly liked even back in the day.
Yeah. But his style and his
I think he's underrated actually as a technical vocalist, because if you listen to stuff like Sabbath Bloody Sabbath and especially Sabotage, you try singing as high as Since the Universe and Hole in the Sky, you're going to struggle. His vocals in that album is unreal, and the Ritz as well. His vocals are unreal in that album. So I think he's a better technique than people think. But yeah, love Ozzy. I have to go with Bruce Dickinson from Maiden.
Yeah.
He's still singing well now, but for me, I love obviously the 80s Bruce Dickinson vocal style. Like you must love a bit of Bruce Dickinson as well. Yeah. Just a great singer. I mean, to me, he reminds me a little bit of Ian Gillan.
The air raid siren, they call him.
The air raid siren. But he's definitely influenced by people like Ian Gillan from Purple. Ian Gillan nearly made my list, but. Like I think Peace of Mind, these vocals on that, it's just fucking unreal. Fucking Flight of Icarus and songs like that where he screams at the end. Just great vocalist. He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just the ultimate, isn't he? And I like Paul Di'Anno.
Yeah.
I love Paul Di'Anno, but
different style. I like Paul Di'Anno as well. Actually, I think when I first was getting into Maiden, and like I started off with Number the Beast, and when I got the first two albums and found a different singer, I was like, oh, this is weird. Yeah. And for a while though, I actually preferred Paul Di'Anno to Dickinson. Yeah. I don't know why, but
in a lot of ways I do.
Yeah.
I like the songs of the first two albums in a way, but obviously Bruce Dickinson, a little bit better range and stuff like that.
It's just different.
Just his style.
Exactly. I think it's all to do with like personal
arty
preferences,
style.
Isn't it? It's all different. You know, there's no. If you can't, if someone said to you, "Oh, I prefer this one," you can't say no, you're wrong. It's just their own personal fucking style and opinion. Yeah. Simple as that. Yeah. If I was choosing singers, I might have chosen a bunch of fucking death metal singers. You know,
you know. Exactly.
Which is just noises, you know.
Yeah, difficult.
Yeah.
I can't do growly noises. If I do growly noises, I start coughing.
Yeah.
Honestly, no word of lie, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't sing either.
No. Neither can I, and I was in a band.
Yeah. Even you were struggling a little bit towards the end.
I was struggling. I was struggling all the time. I don't know why he even had me in there. Other fact, I couldn't play anything. So we feel sorry for Graham. We'll let him fucking be in our band. He can sing. Fuck it.
So
we're not gonna get famous anyway. So it won't make a difference.
Yeah. Every 5 years, fame arrives.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go with Freddie Mercury.
Right.
Just because it's Freddie Mercury. It's just like fantastic singer, obviously, great songwriter, great showman, all that Great musician as well, people forget. But yeah, it's Freddie Mercury. I don't really need to say anymore. He's just Freddie Mercury. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go my last one, Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Just obviously the screams. One of the sort of first people to really do the sort of heavy metal scream.
Yeah.
You know? I can't think of anyone that was. There was a lot of people in the 70s with high-pitched voices because that was the thing to do, but it's something about his piercing scream, you know. And just his vocal style. I just love his style. And
I was just thinking, I was talking about a minute ago, how did like the high-pitched sort of kind of voice become a thing for heavy metal? How did it become the mainstay of heavy metal? Because you think about it, you'd think it would be more of a deeper kind of voice, would be, you know, seems more metal to me.
More manly,
more kind of rough and ready like you'd think heavy metal would be. But it's that high-pitched voice is very...
Well, I'll have to say, and he would have been close to my list. I think Robert Plant from Zeppelin has a lot to do with it because he was one of the first singers to start singing high.
Yeah.
And then Led Zeppelin got massive, and then it was the thing. Everyone, like even Deep Purple, were like they saw, because they had a different singer. They saw Robert Plant and thought, I see, we got to have to become a bit more successful. We've got to have this singer that can really hit high notes. So they brought in Ian Gillan.
Why don't we have any baritone singers in you know, you got like in opera, you get the baritone, the deep voiced ones. Yeah. You got the falsetto or whatever. Well,
you get like that nowadays, don't you?
Yeah, but a proper like kind of baritone voice.
Oh, yeah, awesome, wasn't it?
But not like deep death metal kind of, but just like a deep baritone. Like fucking James Earl Jones. Who did the voice of Darth Vader? James Earl. Yeah. If he was doing singing. Actually, saying that, Christopher Lee was kind of like a bit of a baritone when he did his heavy metal albums.
Yeah, and you look at Pete Steele, Type of Negative. I think a lot of the goth metal bands had sort of
favour that style.
But yeah, back then, and it was just a thing, you know, singers trying to get as high as they possibly could, and that went through the 80s. It's not so much a deal now. I suppose power metal would still have a lot of high singers.
I just had a brainwave.
Go on.
We could have a heavy metal opera crossover band, like a death metal opera crossover band, and it could be called Pavarotti. Yeah? I
like that Pavarotti. That's brilliant.
There you go, you can have that one. Anyone out there who wants to do
That's been done now.
What, an opera death metal band?
Yeah, it wasn't Therian. Sort of
kind of symphonic one of those, maybe.
But straight up gore and opera.
I like Pavarotti though.
Pavarotti's
a
good.
big zombie fat bloke doing the vocals.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Anyway, have you finished? Have I disturbed you enough now?
No, that's that.
Right, well, cheers for that. Go and sub up Rob Blackstar vinyl and. The link will be down below and in the corner at the end of the video. Go and sub him up, going into the contest if there's still time. And
loads more that were great there though.
Yeah. You have to do your top 100 guitarists. Yeah. You probably wouldn't know. Fucking Nick. What a fucking Nick.
I'm terrible.
Hey, I just noticed that we missed out a couple of the questions on this contest. So look out for part 2 tomorrow. We'll do the part 2 of this contest tomorrow. Yeah. Oops.